If you look like this when you're listening to someone, you're making 4 big mistakes that are making people like you less. And I know because when I fixed these, I instantly saw a change in how comfortable and open people were around me. These are super simple and take almost 0 effort to do. So I wanted to share it with you so you can get a quick boost in likability, and it takes only a few seconds. But in order to fix your mistakes, you need to understand what you're doing wrong in the first place. So imagine that you and I are in a conversation right now and you're telling me something important. And this is the face I give you when you're talking. Even though that's my neutral face, you're probably going to feel uncomfortable. But instead, if I look at you like this, it's going to be a completely different feeling. And that's because when we are talking and sharing things with people, those are one of our most vulnerable moments. We're wondering what it is they think about us. Do they like what we're saying? Am I being boring? Am I rambling too much? And all these different thoughts and emotions come up in our head, and it makes it so that even though somebody is just looking at us with a neutral face, it seems bad to us. So we need to give people very clear and visual and verbal signs that we are listening to them. And it's not enough to just not give bad signs. We also need to be very positive and welcoming as they are telling us things. Now, I know all that sounds very obvious, but you'd probably be very surprised how little you do the right thing in conversation. Think back to your last conversation that you had with somebody. Did you actively do those things? And if you weren't actively putting effort into doing those things, there's a good chance that you weren't. So I'm going to break down 4 major things that I do in conversation when listening to someone to make them feel more welcomed and accepted and comfortable. So the first one is eye contact. Where we are looking in the world is what we're focusing on. So if somebody is talking to you and you're looking at other things in the room and not looking and focusing on them, they're going to think that they're not interesting to you. And in turn, they're not going to like talking to you. So what you want to do is just make sure you're making eye contact, or at the very least, that you're looking in the person's general direction. That is going to help a great deal in making them feel like you're interested and want to hear more from them. So the next is smiling. And smiling is, of course, the universal sign that you like something. And it doesn't have to be a crazy, wide, crazy smile or anything like that. It could be something as very simple as a gentle smile, as long as it takes your face off of that neutral look into more of a actively positive look. So the next time you're in a conversation, just think, am I smiling right now? And just give that person a gentle smile. I promise you it's going to help a ton. The third is nodding your head. And like with eye contact and smiling, now you're adding on another sign to the person that you're clearly and actively listening to them. So when you do this, again, it's just another sign that they're like, okay, this person is listening, he wants to hear more, and I can keep talking. Next thing I make sure to do is have verbal reactions. So these are things like, oh wow, oh, I understand, I see what you're saying. Those little vocal ad-libs that show to the person that whatever they said, you're at the very least that you heard it and you are responding to it in some way. Now, the only thing that with these you need to make sure is to make sure that they are in context, right? You don't want to say, oh wow, when someone says something boring, for instance, or say that's amazing when they mention something sad. Generally, you want to actually listen to what they're saying and have the statement that you make match the vibe that they're giving off. Though as a rule of thumb, I just stick to that humming noise, that and that helps a ton, and it just shows the person, yes, I'm listening, I heard what you said, keep going. So now when you put all those things together, those 4 different signs to the person that you're listening to them, it can completely transform that interaction and transform you from looking like you're uninterested, you don't really want to listen, to now you embody this person who is listening to them, who they can be comfortable and open around, and who wants to hear more from them. And that is always going to be the type of person who they want to talk to. So that's just something that has been helping me recently, and I wanted to share it with you. That's all I have for you today. My name is Isaiah. I hope you have an amazing day, and above all else, I hope you keep connecting. Take care, and good luck.